right. Now we are on to talking about sales, right? If you did the last two steps, right? If you focused on the who, and you have the right who, and you found people that actually have a problem, the problem being that they want to show your Sophia, right? Whoever it is that they remembered her birthday, then this should be super easy. And I'll actually share with you how Raisa did it, right? And that's the key. When you're helping somebody actually solve a problem, sales are super duper easy. But if you're just trying to sell something that you made and you don't know whether or not they actually have that problem, then sales can be harder, right? Because they may not actually need the thing that you're making. And in our next level course, we're going to dive deeper into understanding those needs and challenges for any business that you might want to put together so that you can really figure out how to help a customer with their real problems. But for this, we're going to focus again on this list. So, if you remember, it was Sophia's birthday coming up. Here is the list of all the people, right, that Raisa already knew wanted to show Sophia that they cared, right? All of these people typically would have bought her a card from the grocery store, or, they would have at a minimum sent a text message or something, right? So Raisa, in calling them to sell cards, is actually helping them to remember that they were coming up. So her typical sales pitch was that she would literally, let's just say that she started at the top, right? And let's just say that she called Walito and Walita, right? Walito. So that's Sophia's dad, right? And that's Raisa's grandpa. And so this was how the call went. Boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. I'm pretending to be Raisa. Hello? Hi, Walito. Yeah, this is Raisa. How are you doing? Oh, yeah? Okay, you're doing good? That's great. Hey, I'm sure you know this, but my mom's birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. Oh, yeah, okay, you knew that her birthday was coming up? Yeah, okay, you remembered? Yeah. Okay, well, I was checking to see if you were going to buy her a card, or if you wanted to get her a birthday card for her birthday. Oh, yeah, you were going to get her a card? Okay, well, so the reason I was calling is because I have a business making cards now, and I wanted to see if you wanted to maybe get one from me instead of going to the store. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I have some cards with llamas and stuff on them, and I have others that have like a baby Yoda. Oh, okay, yeah, you want a llama one? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll make it for you. Yep. I'll send you a picture of it when it's done, okay? And I'll make sure that it gets to her. Do you want me to drop it off at your house? See? It's that easy, right? So it's much better when Raisa does this. It's a bummer that she's not here to record this lesson. Maybe I'll get another copy of it with her too. But so there's a few key things, right? You just want to ask if they were going to get a card. They were going to get a card. Right? Really simple. That's your lead thing. Hey, Uncle Scotty, my mom's birthday is coming up. Were you going to get her a card? Hey, Jess, my mom's birthday is coming up. Were you going to get her a card? Now, if they all say yes, right, which almost every single one of these people on this list did, right, then the next question is, did you get her one already. That's easy, right? Were you going to get her a card? Oh yeah? Okay, yeah, you were going to get her a card? Okay, did you get her one already? Now if they say yes, then you say, okay, cool. Just so you know, for like other birthdays and stuff, if you're interested, I've started a card making business. I can send you some pictures of cards that I've made, but I can make really cool cards for any holiday that might be important to you. Now, if they say no, right, that's where you just say, okay, great. I can make one for you. I've started a card business. I'm selling them for the same amount that you would pay at a store, but these are hand colored, and I can either, put the words in for you and deliver it myself, or I can send it to your house. Whatever you like, or I can give it to you the next time we meet. Right? Okay, great. I started a business. Making cards. And I can make one for you. Now, all of these questions are in the lesson for you too, so you can read it from there. Or you can actually, I have like a question sheet that is in the lesson as well. And so you can print out a bunch of these and you can write notes. They're almost like order forms. So you can write notes and basically take the order as it's coming in. Right, because if they say, okay, great, like, yes, I want you to make one, then you can be like, hey, I can send you pictures of the ones that I have, or you can kind of tell them, like, I have one with a cool, cute coffee cup, or I have one with a llama on it that's super cute, and, if you haven't colored them yet, you could even ask them, like, hey, are there certain colors that you want? Like, you can almost take an order, or you can just say that these are the ones that you have. Again, you wanted to color these, but don't put them on the cards yet. So that's it. That's really the whole thing for making the sales. Because like I said, once you have the right list for that person's birthday, you already know that people want to help them, that they want to show that they care. And you're just helping them to do it better. You're actually helping them solve a problem. And in the business world, it's called creating value, right? Create value. And when you create value, right? Again, here you are. Here are these people. When you create value, they are more than happy to give you money, and you're giving them the card, right? And then that's allowing them to solve their problem. Problem solved. Dun, dun, dun. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. And that takes care of the sales piece. Now, the last thing before we go on to managing your money is to understand how to take payments now and how much you're charging, because that actually is part of this. So, when Raisa started out, she would basically tell people that they could pay what they wanted. But the most, people usually paid $4 a card, right? And the way that she came up, she decided to just start charging $4 a card. Is we went to the grocery store and we looked at all the cards that were on the racks, and we saw that some cards were, they were like $1, $1.50. Then there were other cards that were, $7. Like there's these really fancy papyrus cards. But kind of right in the middle, there was a whole bunch. Most of the cards were $4 to $5. Now, given that your card is put together on really nice cardstock, right? Like this is really thick, nice cardstock, and that it's a hand-colored card, right? That really like steps it up in terms of quality. So charging $4 is totally a fair price that you can be doing, and people were more than happy to pay that. They love giving you as a kid money rather than it going to the grocery store, right? Because for the most part, they really care about you. So part of the value for them is actually that they're helping you with your business and they feel good about that. And you're actually helping them to solve a problem, especially if you're able to deliver it and stuff. Now, if they're going to ask you to put words in it and actually put it in the mail and send it off, you might want to charge them an extra 50 cents or something for the stamps. Now, this leaves one last big thing, and it's sort of a big deal with Raisa. I never, ever, ever tell her to, go sell cards or, say, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. Do you want to sell cards? It's totally her thing if she wants to do it. But if you're, let's just say, talking to Jakey, right? And you take an order from Jakey to get a birthday card to Sophia, he's relying on you, right? And so that's a certain level of responsibility, and it's really important that you don't let them down, right? So, because it's basically like making a promise. And if you make that promise, you have to keep it, right? So when it comes to birthdays, this happens a lot, right? Like if it's somebody's in particular's birthday, you really have to keep that promise for them. Now, if it's Valentine's Day or something and you just make a bunch of Valentine's cards, and then when you see them, you ask them if they want to buy a Valentine's card, that's perfect because the card's already made, you already have it in hand, and you can just give it to them right there. So the problem's already, there's no issue with the responsibility. But if it's in this case where you're kind of like taking an order, you have to make sure that you actually finish that card and get it delivered. So that is everything that you need to actually start making money today or soon, depending on when sort of that next birthday is coming up. The last piece and sort of the step for the next lesson is around how to manage that money so that way you can grow your business and sort of take it to the next level. So go ahead. Make sure again, it all hinges on this list. I erased it already, but the sales call is super easy. The questions for the sales call are right in the lesson, and you can also get the printout. Good luck. I can't wait to hear how it goes. There's a link in the lesson to share your stories, and we look forward to helping you grow your business. Thank you for